What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at big boy Jordi Alba. So he is an 88 rated in form. First in form on the game, second special card. Obviously we do have a man of the match, so it's going to be interesting to see. We will whack him as left back, because to be honest, that's going to trigger me even more if I know I haven't changed him. And if I really was that interested, I could change him back for absolutely nothing. 3-star, left footed, 5'7", and to be honest, we've really not heard much from Jordi Alba. He is now 31 years old, which is just crazy, because we'll have a look at his generations to see. Literally, we had him in FIFA 10 as a silver left wing. So if you do enjoy these sorts of content, let me know down below, like, subscribe. And in terms of traits, we've got absolutely nothing, which is always fantastic, and we will be whacking an anchor on him. Obviously, shadow wise, you could still do it, but I feel like the strength benefit that you get from it would be definitely beneficial. So let's just whack that on now so we can have a look. Obviously, he will be a 9 chemistry due to the fact that we did purchase him rather than packing him. So let's have a quick look at that then. So obviously you get a +5 pace increase, so he'll have 95. Shooting doesn't look necessarily terrible, to be honest, for a left back. I'm not really going to be planning on going forward with him in terms of shooting territory, but definitely crossing. You've got a bit of passing there, 87, 82, good crossing, curve, vision, all average there. And then dribbling wise, great agility, balance is up there, composure at 82. After kind of using Cannavaro and realizing he only had 85 composure, I'm actually okay now with a little bit, as long as it's kind of like over the 81, 82 threshold. Anything 80 and below I feel like will be too low, depending on kind of like their stats that correspond. If they've got 99s everything but only 80 composure, I still think he'd probably be alright. But in terms of this card, we've got good ball control, decent reactions. Obviously the balance and agility are the ones that steal the show in his dribbling. And then in his defense with the anchor, you'll get 87 on the overall. It'd be 92 stand, 94 slide, 81 defensive awareness, and 88 interceptions. We've got great stamina, is what I was meant to say. 93 jumping is what you'll get from the +10. Oh, actually, he is player 10 chemistry, actually. And then you'll get a +10 on his strength, 5 on the aggression. So it turns him into an 89 rated left back if you went with the anchor. And obviously, if you did go with a shadow, we'll turn him into 91, just for the fact that you are getting that extra boost in the defensive area. So without further ado, let's get into Jordi Alba and see what he can do. Jordi Alba's going to watch Mahrez on that wing. What can we see from him? Beautiful kind of play. He is a left wing back, so I'm expecting him to be able to do kind of like the both jobs as we watch him go soaring through. Oh God, good recovery. Oh, that's a cracking ball. Cantona goes for the fire. Jordi Alba. Lovely ball into Ronaldo, who's going to go all alone. Round 1, cross the box, and oh, Maradona. Jordi Alba's coming across. Oh, geez, across goal, or across the pitch, in fact. I'm going to whack it over to Alba, see if we can get a little 1-2 with Ronaldo. There it is. Every single time, as soon as they leave him, it's a perfect opportunity. Going to go inside, and Ronaldo's always bagging that one. You love to see it. Honestly, the passing motion so far, pace, defensive ability, kind of like positioning, Jordi Alba's ticking all the right boxes. And like I say with a lot of these left back reviews, it's not necessarily the ability that's the problem. It normally is the fact that there is so many of them now. Literally, we can count on multiple hands now that how many left backs you could use and not necessarily have all the same stats, but they're all in the right areas. A lot of them are pacey. A lot of them have a great defensive ability if you whack an anchor or a shadow. Most of them have a bit of physical, but it all depends on what your team is about. Obviously, Alba has a man of the match as well, so if you have got him already, then it's great for the upgrade. But if not, you kind of got to really have that link already ready to go straight in place for him. So first match analysis from Jordi Alba. Honestly, he's played well. I feel like he's doing everything that you kind of ask him for. Decent passing, lovely down the wing, especially the long through balls. Always can be a bit tricky for some players. what is this guy doing? But in terms of pace and kind of all of that good stuff, naturally very good defender. I feel like you definitely could play him at kind of like a 5 at the back if you choose to. Obviously that is kind of like the, not necessarily the new formation, but it's kind of like the more meta formation that everybody's been playing. So he will work with that really well, and he does push on to attack quite nicely. Jordi Alba with a fantastic challenge there. Like I say, he's always in the right position, doing the right stuff, and honestly, he is pushing forward a little bit, so I would suggest if you don't run like a kind of wing-back running system, I would definitely change him from attack, stay back whilst attack, otherwise he probably will push forward. You can see him here already. I've already got that custom tactic on him, and he's already in the opponent's area side. Alba versus Dembele. He's going to take that lovely pace from him. The one thing that he kind of really did keep in his age is that he does have really nice pace still. 1-2 with Alba. It's got a lovely pass on him. That is a cracking little ball. Had to go for the hit. You never know with Ronaldo, but I knew that kind of wasn't going in. I just kind of thought with the lovely pass, rather than kind of trying to do anything too fancy, we're going to go and just try a natural shot from there. And it is every time. You'll be able to just get your kind of winger, whoever's on there, absolutely through every single time like that. And then you can just Ronaldo chop it in. It's a great challenge from him, to be fair, but you can just go with the Ronaldo chop. Sometimes you just kind of have to move inside depending on the ability of the defender. Can he get that? Lovely pace, Ronaldo from there. Lovely finesse. Crossbar. So if we are looking at Jordi Alba then, so he is, oh, okay, wrong one. He is coming in at about I think I bought him for 153, current team of the week. I bought him for 153 at the moment. That is what he's coming in at. 135 on the PlayStation, 218 on the PC. And remember, there is going to be a lot of supply with half-price packs. Probably not today, because obviously he is an 88, so he's not going to be the most packable team of the week so far. But we have got rewards tomorrow and potentially a new promo coming Friday. In terms of his stats then, like we kind of suggested, 95. To be honest, attacking's not terrible. Passing's decent. I felt like the long pass definitely was better than the 82. Every single one so far to Ronaldo down that wing was absolutely perfect. Put him in numerous occasions. In terms of his dribbling, felt like it was good. Didn't really notice any stockiness from him. Very agile, nice to recover. Overall, it kind of linked very well with how fast he really was. Composure, again, didn't notice too much of a difference there, and I'm starting to come to terms with what actually really works with this game in terms of each individual stat. Now you're kind of noticing even prime moments, because sometimes you kind of go with some informs and think, well, if we go and use a prime moment, Ashley Cole, it's going to be twice as good as this card. And actually, they're closer than you think, other than the likes of Maldini and the kind of top tier ones. They are very similar in some aspects. In terms of his defensiveness, absolutely fine. Great tackler, great interceptions, good kind of just defensive awareness in general. And then obviously physicality, didn't really notice too much really. I didn't see him kind of bodying players, but again, he is 5'7". He's more of a speed demon. He's going to nick the ball off you and take it up the other end, or make a lovely little through ball, and that's kind of like his natural position. That's what he's good at. And like I say, if you wanted to use him more as a left wing back, which what this card actually is, you could go at a 5 at the back, and he would play really, really nice going down that wing with obviously the speed that he does possess. But in terms of generations for him then, obviously he has been in the game for quite some time. A silver left wing for, I believe, Valencia he still was at, way back when. And then he kind of made the transformation, and literally from that one season at Valencia as a left back, or at least what FIFA reckoned was a left back, he then made the move to Barca. He's had a few good cards over the years, but nothing really too substantial in a few of them. We did get, obviously, in FIFA 13, nice little team of the season. He's still come up from an 81 all the way up to an 87, and back then it wasn't really known to get massive upgrades, like maybe 1 or 2, but then we hit the kind of like FIFA 17, FIFA 18, where upgrades were huge. We got a 93 team of the season. Obviously we got a Footmus, an Inform, and a Foot Birthday left wing, which is fantastic. 2 years ago we got a 94 team of the season, 90 man of the match, Inform, UCL, and obviously a team of the group stage as well. Absolutely fantastic. That was when UCLs were 1 ahead, which It's very annoying that they're not now, as obviously, as you can see, we got a road to the final, man of the match, and team of the year nominee last year. And this year so far, we've had a man of the match that I do have untradeable, which is pretty nice. And then this big boy right here as an inform. Who knows, could he get a team of the season still? He's got maybe a little bit of competition, but nothing too massive. It depends on how everybody else is doing, because obviously Acuna is a showdown card, Yuri is a what if, so it's not performance based, Future Stars freeze, nothing really too substantial there. Really, it's just Gaia. I'd say Mendy has probably got a shout just to sell packs, but who knows. I feel like it's kind of like up for grabs who gets that position, but so far technically Alba has got the most informs or most performance based specials, so it can be very interesting to see who's going to win that. But overall, the 3-star left footed, not really any traits, kind of statted card, I would probably come in at an 8.8 out of 10. No, 8.7. I think I'm being a bit too generous there. He's a nice card. He's well-rounded. I feel like there's still elements that you could increase. Obviously, the strength would be one of them for me. Maybe a little bit of heading accuracy. A little bit of heading is always nice. I'm not necessarily needing him to win every single ball, but obviously once or twice would be quite good. And then maybe just a little bit of an upgrade on the passing. Maybe we see a team of the season version that is the dream La Liga left back, other than Ferland Mendy, really. But overall, not a bad card. Feel like he's going to be good if you can get him under 100k. I feel like, yeah, 50. If you could get him for about 80k, I think he's relatively worth it in my opinion. So hopefully you did enjoy the video. Let me know down below what you think, and if there's any other team of the weeks you'd like me to do. I'm going to be continuing on for another 4 or 5 hopefully, but make sure you like and subscribe. Pieces.